The setup you are seeing on the screen right now, you could achieve for about £550. Now that's not including the gaming PC and the MacBook Pro. So the actual cost of everything that I use for this whole setup to function, that's including the cable management, all the little cables that you need for the webcam, the lighting, everything. It all adds up to, every single thing adds up to £4,730. Now you might be thinking, how the fuck is that a budget setup? Now as I said before, that is including the gaming PC, which is £1,150, and the MacBook Pro, which is £1,400. So if you didn't have a gaming PC and you don't need a MacBook, obviously, because I use it for university, you could achieve everything on screen right now, £550. That's without your console, which you probably already got. Everything included in the £550 budget. That's including the desk, both monitors, the LED strip lights, the cable trunking, and the sound foam. So if you wanted just a good looking gaming setup but you didn't make content, you could achieve this for £550. So if you did want to add a good gaming PC into the mix and also add stuff like a webcam to make content, including a microphone, the complete setup for everything here that I have added up is £1,600, including the gaming PC. In my opinion, less than £2,000 for a complete gaming setup that you can make content on, you can stream on, that is 100% a budget setup. So I use this setup for streaming, content creation, and university work, and gaming. So this is like an all-in-one setup for me. So the PC in this setup is actually a pre-build. So some of you might be cringing that this is a pre-built PC, but I don't know enough about PC to be able to build one myself. So the PC I'm running is an Intel i5 10400F, I think that's how you pronounce it. Got 16 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance DDR4 RAM, and it also has a GeForce GTX 1660 Super graphics card at 6 gigabytes. Two monitors I'm using for this gaming setup is two Acer Nitro series, both at 1 millisecond response time, and both have 75 Hz refresh rate. My primary monitor is 27 inch and my secondary one is 24 inch, what I use for video editing. The microphone I'm using right now and the microphone I use for everything is the Razer Seiren X, which in all honesty is a very good microphone. Now it's not on the level of something like a AT2020, but it's also much cheaper. I also think it's on par, if not a little bit better than the Blue Yeti. I've had both. I've had the Blue Yeti and I've had this, and I prefer this. It's just a lot smaller. It sounds pretty much the same. It also looks a lot sleeker as well. It just looks 10 times better than the Blue Yeti. The Blue Yeti is just big and just gets in the way. The main source of audio I use for everything is the Astro A50 Wireless, which are very expensive. So the Astro A50's Wireless have a built-in mix amp in the stand for them. If you can afford them, then things are amazing. These are my main source of audio for everything. The controller I'm using is a Scuff Prestige black and gold custom controller. Are they really worth the price? In my opinion, not really. They are good controllers and they're built really well, and they do offer a bit more grip and stuff other than normal controllers, and they do have the additional paddles on the back as well. But for what you pay for them, I don't think it impacts your game that much. I still find myself playing claw with a Scuff, and my right analog stick always gets stuck to the right when I'm playing a game. So if I aim far down to the right, it gets stuck and it'd fuck my aim up. That and the paint on the back of it as well, that's starting to come off. I've only had this controller for about 7 months as well, so definitely just stick with a normal controller if you're good enough, because Scuffs really don't make it that much better. The keyboard I'm using is just a simple HyperX mechanical gaming keyboard. It is a proper keyboard, so it's not like a gaming one, which is a little bit shorter because I needed the extra functions for university work, obviously. So the mouse I'm using is a Rocket Cane 100 AIMO. Again, it's not one of the best mouses you can get, but for what I use it for, it's absolutely perfect. It's got the DPI setting and it's got the side button, so I'm set with that mouse. It does what I need it to do and it's perfect. So the sound phone I'm using just off to the left is just a simple bit of sound phone that I bought from Amazon. I mainly got these because when I was recording videos, the audio was bouncing off the wall and then coming back into the mic, so it sounded like sort of mechanical, so I've got that to absorb just a little bit of it, and it looks cool. So the camera I'm using right now is the Logitech C920 1080p. Wouldn't normally use this for a video like this, but for this purpose, because it's part of my setup, I want to use it for this video. I'd normally use a GoPro Hero 7 Black, The main lighting and the lighting you are seeing right now is actually used from just a little square aperture light I found on Amazon for £50, and it's absolutely perfect again for what I use it for. I haven't really got the space for like a big ring light because my TV that I watch TV on is right behind my setup, so I didn't want a big ring light in the way of the TV. So this was absolutely perfect. So finally, moving on to the desk that I'm using for this setup, I have the Feral L-shaped desk from Wayfair. I definitely wanted a black desk because everything that I've got on the desk, like my controller, my mouse, my keyboard, my monitors, my monitor stand, everything's black. I chose this desk because it's got a big like sort of like a big section off to the left, which I keep clear mainly. It's just got my MacBook there. Where it's clear is where I do all my university work, so I needed that space. Could easily get like like a triple monitor setup on this desk 100%. So everything I've mentioned in this video will be linked in the description, all the way down to the cable trunking. Every single thing that I use in my setup will be linked below. If you wanted to just achieve the look that I've got, you will be able to do it for about £550, and that's with 2 monitors. So if you only had 1 monitor, it's even cheaper. So yeah, that is my gaming setup for 2021. Everything will be linked in the description below. Thanks for watching.